on the lookout for signs your dog loves you? Well, search no further because you'll find them all right here. The good news is our canine companions are a little bit more forthcoming with their feelings than our feline friends are, so they're pretty good at making their love for their humans crystal clear. Today we're going to be sharing the 20 most common ways dogs show affection and love to humans, but many owners ignore it. So let's get started. Number 1, wagging their tail. A wagging tail is a classic sign of a happy and excited dog. Generally, the more excited a dog is, the more aggressive the wag will be. Just think about it. Have you ever come home and witnessed your dog wagging his tail so hard that his entire butt wiggles? That is love. Number 2, licking you. You may have heard dogs lick us because our skin tastes good. It's true. As strange as it may sound, our sweaty, salty-tasting skin is extremely intriguing to our four-legged friends. But licking is also one of many ways your dogs say, "I love you." In the animal kingdom, grooming is a sign of affection, so it's no wonder they transfer this habit onto us, the humans they love. According to researchers, when your dog licks you, feel-good hormones are released. It stimulates a hormone called oxytocin, which is produced in the brain and associated with bonding emotional attachment. Number 3, following you around. Does your dog act like your shadow? Does he follow you anywhere and everywhere? This is a sign of devotion, love, and affection. Your dog has formed a strong bond with you and enjoys being with you. Number 4, leaning up against you. Who needs personal space? Dogs who trust and love you often seek physical contact, so they may plop down next to you and press their whole body up against you. My dogs love to do this when I'm sitting on the couch watching movies. I find it adorable. With that said, my dogs are 6-pound and 8-pound so putting their full body weight on me isn't uncomfortable. If your large dog presses up against you, your immediate reaction may be to gently push them away. If so, pause for a moment and remember this is your dog's way of showing affection. So reposition and then take a few minutes to pet your pup, showing a little affection back. Number 5, he yawns when you yawn. Yawning when you see another person yawn is a sign of empathy. It's called a contagious yawn, and half of all people do it. Now researchers have found that dogs do it. A study found that 70% of dogs yawned when they watched their owner yawn. It's a sign of emotional bonding between man and dog. Whether you're bored or sleepy, your dog's on board. He feels you. Number 6, bringing you gifts. Does your dog ever bring you his favorite toy, bone, or another beloved object? I have a good friend whose pup loves to go outside, find a rock, and then bring it to her. It's such a funny sight. While it gives us a good laugh, this is one way our dogs seek attention and show affection. Number 7, she lifts her eyebrows when she sees you. Again with the cameras. Japanese researchers filmed the faces of dogs when they saw their owners and when they saw a stranger. The dogs raised their eyebrows when they saw their owner. The stranger just got an ear lift, a sign of doggy caution. Why do they raise their eyebrows? So they can make better eye contact and make those good chemicals that bond the two of you. Number 8, she greets you when you come home. You don't need science to confirm what your dog is saying when she does the happy dog dance the moment you walk through the door after work. She's ecstatic to see her beloved human, the center of her universe. Let the happy yips, raised eyebrows, and right tail wags begin. Number 9, staring into your eyes. Do you and your dog stare lovingly into each other's eyes? Making and maintaining eye contact can show that your dog is attached to you and showing you love. This is often accompanied by other signs of affection, but alone is a good sign that your dog respects. Number 10, asking for belly rubs. Dogs will roll onto their back and expose their bellies when they feel relaxed, accompanied by other relaxed body language. If they're doing so in a way that invites a belly rub, they're not only asking for attention, but showing they love and trust you enough to be in a vulnerable position around you. Number 11, he nudges you to get you to pet him. Studies show that dogs get a rise in oxytocin, also known as the hug hormone, when we pet them. Oxytocin makes them feel good and helps them connect with us. So that nudge says, "Hey, let's bond." Get this, dogs get a higher shot of the hug hormone. when they're petted by a woman than by a man. Sorry, guys. Dog may be woman's best friend. Number 12, jumping to greet you. Dogs jump to greet you because they are excited to see you. Also, puppies lick their mothers' faces and eyes to show affection, which is what your dog may be trying to do by jumping up on you. We know that jumping is often an unwanted behavior, but remember, your dog thinks they're showing love, so be sure not to punish them for it. Instead, teach them what you want them to do instead. Go to a place, etc., and show them love in return for doing it. Number 13, initiating play. If your dog sees you and immediately springs into play mode, it's an instinctual way to show affection. Yes, even some rough playing is a sign of affection and can be a normal part of your dog's socialization. Just be sure to maintain control and channel it into positive games like tug of war with clear boundaries as to what is and is not acceptable during play. Number 14, caring for you when you are sick. Ever get that feeling that your dog knows when you're sick? Well, they do. If your dog is extra snuggly or wants to be in contact with you while you're sick or healing from an injury, they're caring for you the same way they'd be caring for a member of their pack. Number 15, smiling. Just because a dog shows their teeth doesn't mean they're smiling, which you can learn more about here. But if your dog is genuinely smiling, it can mean they are content and enjoying themselves. Therefore, your dog smiling at you means that you make them happy. Number 16, sleeping in your room. Start paying attention to your dog's favorite places to sleep around the house. Does your pup like to cuddle on the couch in the living room? Or will you find them in your bed, tucked under the sheets? Even if you forbid your best friend from sleeping anywhere but their crate, if you ever do happen to find them sprawled out like a king or queen in your bed, they absolutely love you with their entire heart, so you cannot get too upset. Number 17, she cuddles with you after dinner. If your dog cuddles with you after she eats, it means you're the most important thing in the world to her besides eating. And we know how much dogs love food. So if she heads to your lap after supper, take it as a sign of deep attachment. Number 18, stealing your clothes and carrying them around. It's not just your personality your doggo loves, it's also your scent. You may notice and think it's totally weird that your dog has been stealing your laundry and carrying it around the house. This could be socks, underwear, or really any article of clothing that you frequently wear. Number 19, gazing into your eyes. While not all eye contact is created equal, experts say your dog may lovingly gaze into your eyes as a way to show affection. If your pup comes prancing up to you and flashes those innocent puppy dog eyes, then he may be looking for some love. Take a few minutes to pet your furry family member and show some affection back. Number 20, constant companionship. Does your dog follow you around the house? This is their way of saying they want to be with you all the time. They love your company and want to spend as much time with you as possible.